Salute, salute. Uh, Peace and blessings, man. Salute, salute. I know normally be playing my intro right about now, but like I told you guys yesterday, man, I'm going through some serious life stuff. Um, it's the reason why all this, all the support, all the love that is shown, you know what I'm saying, to me, uh, I definitely appreciate it and respect it. So just like I say, man, show some support to your boy, man. Show love to your boy. Show support to your boy. I'm actually putting in work um, while things are not good for me at the particular moment. Um, but I'm still putting in work for y'all, man. So, I hate asking, and I never have. I always do this for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Because it's my passion as well. But, closed mouths don't get fed. So support your boy, man. Show me some love in the Cash App, Super Chat, whatever the case may be. Support your boy. Show me some love. Um, but anyways, let's get into this work, man. Let's get into this work. I've been sitting back thinking about these things, and I've been thinking about these things for a little bit, and when we use this terminology about someone always daring to be great, right? We're always using this terminology. Someone's daring to be great, daring to be great, daring to be great. Right? We always use this terminology. We're always talking about somebody's daring to be great, daring to be great, daring to be great. I'm gonna go over some things with you guys today that you're gonna question and challenge the thought process that you guys are used to when it comes to somebody daring to be great, right? When the most thing that people will say about fighters daring to be great, and they're looking at certain fighters and certain instances and certain things that they're doing, and people will be like, "Oh man, that's daring to be great." Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all on the Cash App, man. I definitely appreciate y'all on the Super Chats. Definitely appreciate you. Um, but they're talking about this daring to be great thing. I'm going to explain to you guys today something. I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to explain it to you on why things are what they are and they're not what they're not. Give me 1 second, John. Give me 1 second. Okay, salute, man. Salute to Kamal, man. Appreciate you, Kamal. He says, is it just me, or is Eddie Hearn still setting up Jin Saki versus Boots? Nah, it's not just you. Thank you, Todd Swindon. Thank you, John, man. I appreciate you guys in the Cash App, man. It means the world to me, man. Definitely appreciate you guys. Salute to you, Kamal. Nah, and it's not just you, man. It's not just you. That Eddie Hearn does a lot of snake stuff, and he does it. He does. Appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Eddie Hearn does a lot of snake shit, y'all. He does a lot of snake shit, and he does it like behind the scenes, man. And he does it small, so by the time it gets to you guys, by the time it gets to the world, it's like it's already been put out there, right? So since it's already been put out there, you can't say you didn't know, but he does it small. He doesn't just come out there and shotgun blast you. Hey, Boots versus Jin Saki, a dude who fights at 140. Nah, he doesn't. Eddie Hearn doesn't do that. He'll very, very slowly. He'll give you a slow drip of bullshit, a very, very slow drip of BS. So that as the slow drip is getting to you, the slow drip of BS is getting to you. By the time it happens or comes to fruition, it's something that everybody already known. It was like, oh man, I knew that already, and it's not that big of a deal. He's very good at that, really snake stuff. Ohio style, thank you so much, brother. He said, here goes a little something, my brother, supporting the grind. I appreciate you, King. Means the world to me, man. Means the world to me, bro. Means the world to me. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with Boots, but I'm gonna speak about him slightly in this, man. I'm gonna speak about this slightly in this conversation today, but it's mainly going to be about Shakur and Kid Austin. But I'm gonna speak about, matter of fact, I'm gonna touch on Boots right now. There was a time, y'all, where we believed that Jerron Boots Ennis was next up. There was a time where we believed that he was the one that, we were going to neck. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, King. He say salute BF and salute to the mighty LDBC. Happy New Year. LDBC for life. F the haters. I appreciate you, King. Thank you so, so much, my brother. I swear to God, you guys will never know what this means to me. Never know what this means to me. It's like, as a man, it's one of the most humbling things to ask for help as a man. But it's part of this thing called life, that if you can't do it, it's either you don't do it and you die, or you do it and you survive. Doesn't make you less of a man, though. It does make you feel different, but it doesn't make you less of a man. But so have you, Pat? Well, my bad, Pat. Pat, I got you, man. My bad. I logged into the StreamYard to see if I can use it, or else if I was on my YouTube, I would have took care of you. But I got you, Pat. I got you. When I look on the playback of this, I'll make sure I take care of you. But this Jerron Boots Ennis thing, very, very talented fighter. But we throw this terminology out there of special, and that's my live stream tomorrow. So I'm not going to go too deep into it today, but that's my live stream tomorrow. We use this terminology of special, and I beg to differ. And I'll tell you guys why tomorrow. So I'm not going to go into that at this particular moment. But it's a knee-jerk reaction that we have, and we expect things, and we do it to ourselves, right? We have these expectations that we set for ourselves, and it's a wild thing. But as minorities, we set this expectation for ourselves as minorities, where we always are putting the expectation on ourselves that we have to do better, that we have to be better, that we have to do these things. We do this to ourselves as minorities. We always do this. And then we put the most pressure on ourselves as minorities. D-Man, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much in the Cash App, King. Thank you so Jut. Wow. Thank you, Jut. Wow, brother. Wow. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Seriously, thank you. I can never thank you guys enough. Never. There's nothing that I can ever do to thank you all enough. Hopefully, what I'm giving you on this boxing, hopefully what I'm giving you guys is something to what you guys do for me. Okay. So yeah, so it's one of those things where we believed that man, Eric O, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Erico. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, so if you when you look at it, right, when you look at things, you would expect like a fighter like Boots. He had everything behind him, and we all got behind Boots, and we all wanted the best for Boots, and we were all pushing for Boots, and we all was like, Boots got next, man. I don't know if EJ can beat Boots. I don't know if Bud can beat Boots. It was always a push. He had the fire behind him. And then he fizzled down. He fizzled down to his own because of his own himself. You know what I'm saying? He fizzled down because of himself. It wasn't nothing that anybody did to him. He fizzled down for himself, because of himself. The portion where we can put blame on another is Eddie Hearn. We can absolutely put blame on another. Before, if you guys remember, we always looked at Boots and said, man, he's daring to be great. Boots wants to be great. He wants to be great, man. Boots wants to be great. He just wants his opportunity. He just wants his shot. That was the thing that we all looked at Boots and we all said, bro, someone got to fight Boots. Somebody's going to have to fight this man, bro. Everybody said that was a clear push. Somebody's going to have to fight Boots, whether it's Bud, whether it's EJ, whether it's Virgil Ortiz. It didn't matter. Somebody's going to have to fight Boots. We had that thing in us, right? We had that push that someone's going to have to fight Boots. And then for my family, EY, thank you so much, EY. Thank you so much, brother. And Eddie, when he signed to Eddie Hearn took a big knife to the balloon and popped it. Eddie Hearn took all of that hype that, everybody was blowing into that balloon and blowing that balloon up and blowing that balloon up. Eddie Hearn himself popped it. Eddie did that himself. All Eddie had to do was make that Brian Norman fight. If Eddie Hearn makes that Brian Norman fight, y'all, we have a different conversation. There is a different conversation here if Eddie Hearn makes that Brian Norman fight. If Eddie Hearn says, this is the same $2 million that I offered to Mario Barrios, I'm offering to you. All right. I'm offering the same $2 million. This is the $2 million that I had. All right. This is anybody at 147. If you want a unification, I've got $2 million for anybody. Stannis Baratheon, you want it. Mario Barrios, we offered you already. We're offering it to you, Brian Norman. Whoever wants this $2 million to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, here you go. That is the only thing Eddie Hearn had to do. What he did was he used the public, y'all. He used the public to try to shame, down, and degrade Brian Norman. That's what he did. He used the public. He used the public because if you can shame, down, and degrade Brian Norman, then you can get that man on the cheap. And that's what he was trying to do. That man was trying to get Brian Norman on the cheap. All right. He was trying to get that. He was trying to get a fight with Brian Norman for pennies. Right. He wanted Brian Norman to fight this man to take nothing. Nothing, y'all. That's what he wanted. Saeed says Norman priced themselves out. How can Norman price himself out when he has a belt? Saeed. That is an impossibility, Saeed. If you're telling me that Norman priced himself out, then you must be believing that Terrence Crawford priced himself out as well. My brother Dap, thank you so much, Dap. He says, salute BF and Happy New Year in advance to you in the chat. Has this been my most watched YouTube channel this year? Keep up the great work, King. Thank you so much, Dap. I'm proud to be your most watched, man. I'm proud of that. I really am proud of that. And hopefully I can keep this up for you in the future. Hopefully I can keep this up for you. But Saeed, are you telling me that Terrence Crawford priced himself out too? Is that what you're telling me, man? Because if you're telling me that Terrence Crawford priced himself out as well, then okay. Okay. Cause I'm very, very curious if that's what you're saying to me. Because Terrence Crawford refused to budge off the numbers he wanted. It was Errol Spence that gave up. Errol Spence gave in. Errol Spence gave in. Brian Norman said he wanted $2 million and then gave options that he would take the money, the 1.7 or 1.5 or whatever, he would take whatever they're offering him if they just fought at a neutral site. Terrence Crawford didn't do that. All right. Terrence Crawford never said, I'll fight at a neutral site if you can give me less money and I'll fight at a neutral site. He never said that. For Terrence Crawford, it was 50-50 or no fight. And that's 50-50 and on the low end. He won it 60-40 in his favor. But he got a 50. It's kind of crazy when you tell me this, Saeed. It's kind of crazy when you tell me, hold on one second, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. Had a phone call, my bad. But I would like somebody to explain to me how Brian Norman priced himself out by saying he'll take less money and fight at a neutral site. Champions have a say when trying to unify. Money split, they're going to be the B side based on, what they've done and who they are. That's how you're going to establish A side, B side. Brian Norman never said he was the A side to Boots. He never said he was the A side, bro. Never. But he did say he's a champion. So you can't just give me anything and call it a day. Doesn't work that way. Not with a champion. You have to be willing to give me something that I'm asking for. Right? We both have something to win and we both have something to lose. So you have to be able to give me something towards what I'm asking for. I'm not a mandatory, right? So you can't say that the man priced himself out. You can't say the man priced himself out and nothing. But that's a whole different conversation. But I'll gladly entertain you. Gladly. But you're not responding back. You say, people don't know boxing. If you pay the man $2 million, he can't make money. Norman going to sell 42 tickets. Boots is the one bringing the money to the gate. It's simple math. Saeed, you don't know boxing, homie. At all. You have no idea what you're talking about. Jerome Boots Ennis was going to make $5 million for that fight. $5 million. What are you talking about? Jerome Boots Ennis took less money to fight Karen in the rematch than he would have made to fight Brian Norman in a unification. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. This statement right here is horrible. You don't know what you're talking about. The only reason why why Boots was going to make $5 million to fight Brian Norman was because it's a unification. Because he did not unify, he made less to fight Karen. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You have no idea what you're talking about. Beezy, what's up, my brother? Salute to my brother Bees. Yes, they offer burials $2 million. Yes. Yes. This man talking about how many tickets what's the name's gonna sell and blah blah. Bro, you don't know this, man. It's a unification. You guys, you dudes who hate, y'all have so much hate in your heart that you say things with hate. You say things with hate. Ryan Garcia has never sold a pay-per-view in his life without Tank Davis or Devin Haney. Never in his life. It was not Ryan Garcia by himself, because Ryan Garcia don't sell tickets by himself. It's the fight that sells. It's the fight. It is not Ryan by himself or this person by himself or this. No, it's the fight. The fight itself makes a fight bigger. The fight itself, you don't know what you're talking about at all. At all. Shakur Stevenson has never sold a pay-per-view in his life. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney or Tank Davis on pay-per-view is a super draw. It is the fight. The fight. Shakur has never sold a pay-per-view. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. You don't have a clue. You're just talking and typing because you got a mouth and fingers. You don't know what you're talking about at all. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin, versus Loma, or versus Tank on a pay-per-view does massive numbers, and he has never sold a pay-per-view ever. If Ryan Garcia was such a draw, he would not need Devin Haney or Tank Davis to do a pay-per-view. He'd be doing pay-per-views by himself. If he was such a massive draw, he is not. The only fighters down in those little weight classes who are a draw without an opponent is Tank and Devin. Those are it. Because those are the only ones that have done pay-per-views without a big name. Those are the only ones. Hold up 1 second. I got to text y'all. Hold up. Okay. My bad, y'all. My bad. But I just need you guys to understand, bro. Like there is a difference here. And I'm going too much into Boots. So let me speak about Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. We have down this fight low key, right? We've spent more time talking about Tank Davis fighting Lamont Roach, which is not a good fight. But we haven't spent enough time talking about Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. I have my issues with Shakur Stevenson, and everybody knows what they are, right? It's not this man personally. It's this man made one mistake. He made one mistake. All the things that he's talking, he's entitled to say what he wants to say. Queen Kamirin, salute to you, Queen. Salute to all the kings and queens in the building. I see y'all, man. I appreciate you guys for being with me today. But Shakur made one mistake. One. The only mistake he made is that man should have took that 25% to fight Devin Haney. That's it, man. That's the only mistake he made. Did he do some weird business when it came to Jamel? He did do some weird business, but Jamel is cool with it, so it is what it is. He's made one mistake. He should have taken that 25%, and that's it, yo. That's the only mistake he's made. That's it. That's it. But we spend our time talking about the things that are negative in the sport of boxing and not the things that are positive. Where it's real easy to jump on someone that we don't like, or real easy to jump on someone that we don't look eye to eye with, or we have a disagreement. It's easy to do that, right? And then when they continue to do things to make themselves look bad, it's easier to stay on them, right? To stay on them. It's real easy to stay on them. Shakur Stevenson fighting Kid Austin is an absolutely daring to be great fight. Now, I'm going to say some things in reference to Shakur Stevenson that you guys may not like, but they have teeth. And then I'm going to say some things that are reference to Kid Austin that you may or may not like, but they have teeth. They have teeth. All right. Shakur Stevenson never called out Kid Austin. Kid Austin is highly ranked, and Shakur Stevenson has never called this man out. Never. Now, for whatever reasons you guys want to put behind that, is whatever reasons you want to put behind that, right? Frank Martin was highly ranked. Shakur Stevenson never called that man out. When Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson were about to fight, Shakur Stevenson was locked in. He wasn't doing all the typing and tweeting on social media. He was locked in. These are just facts. This is not I'm not trying to knock this man in no way, shape, or fashion. I'm not trying to lead you guys to no conclusions. But the only thing that I'm giving you guys is my opinion based on what I see. Shakur Stevenson knows when opponents could give him a problem. He knows when opponents are like that. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't believe he can beat them. I'm not saying that at all. There's a difference from knowing that an opponent is a challenge versus thinking that this guy can beat him. I don't believe Shakur sits around thinking anybody can beat him. I don't believe that at all. I believe Shakur Stevenson believes. I believe that he believes he can beat them all. That's what I believe. Right? Doesn't mean I'm right. It just means that's what I believe. But I also believe that the names that are put in front of him, he has a different level of thought process based on the name. Like, okay, this is going to be a little challenging, but I'm gonna still do what I do. But this one's tougher than that one, but I'm gonna do what I do. That is how I believe he looks at, right? I believe he looks at fights like, this guy's easy work, this guy's good fighter, this guy's a tough fighter, this one might be a little challenging, but he can beat them all. That's how I believe. I don't know this, but that's how I believe he looks at them. Why I say what I say is based on his actions, right? The fact that if it comes to a fighter that we say is like that, right? He is more focused. He's more focused, right? If it's a fighter that's a bum, he's more focused on social media. This is no knock or disrespect in no way. It's just look at the history, right? If he believes this fighter's ass or he's a bum, he's trained nothing, you know what I'm saying? He'll do his thing. He does his thing, but he's still focused on it's social media. He's all in social media. You can see this man all over the place. It's as if he doesn't have an opponent almost. Like with Joe Cordina. We knew he was fighting Joe Cordina, right? We knew. But we seen him on social media all the time. Every day. Commenting, tweeting, fighting with people on social media all the time because he knew he was going to wash Joe Cordina. Like he knew he was going to wash him. Now, he may know he's going to wash Kid Austin, right? He may know that. But the fact that he is not all over the place like he normally is lets me believe that he looks at Kid Austin as better than than Cordina, right? He's better, so he's got to focus more. He's got to dive in more. He still does social media stuff, right? But just nowhere near as much, right? He it's just nowhere near as much. It's more like this. When it comes to Shakur, what I've noticed is if he believes that the opponent, because I truly believe that he believes he beats everybody. I truly believe that. I do not believe that this man sitting around thinking that he can't beat Devin or he can't beat Tank or he can't. I don't think he thinks like that at all. But I do believe that he rates them, right? Yes, Erico, he respects the threat. He rates them, right? Based on the threat is how he communicates in social media. Just go back and look at when he was supposed to fight Frank Martin. Go back and look. How many interviews did he do when he was supposed to fight Frank Martin? Go back and look at how much you can engage with him on social media when he was set to fight Frank Martin. He wasn't doing many interviews and he really wasn't engaging on social media like that. He was in the gym. Now, I'm not saying he's not a gym rat. I'm not saying it at all. At all. I'm treading my words because I don't want nobody to get all upset about this. I'm treading my words. I'm more so looking at this. So I feel you, Rich. I definitely feel you. And I thought that then too, but after just stepping out of the picture, right, and looking at it more holistically, I think the reason why he made the mistake with Devin and turning down a 25% is because he believed that he was a bigger name than what he was. And that I don't think it just stepping out stepping outside of it, right? Because I'm inside of it because I'm really really close with Dev, and I literally just talked to Dev, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. We was just chopping it up. It wasn't even about boxing at first, and then it flipped over into boxing, and hopefully I'll be able to get Champ on here soon within the next couple of days or maybe a week or so, but we'll see. What's up, Five? Salute to my brother Five. I believe he should have lowballed him too, to be honest. I really do. I believe he should have gave him like 5 or 8%. And then told him he's only going up to a certain percentage and just whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But if you look at when Shakur locks in, when you look at when he locks in, bro, he locks in, family. He locks in. If you got just go back to when he was fighting Frank Martin. Just go back and look at how many times that this man was fighting on social media, was engaged in interviews, and just look when he was fighting Frank Martin. Just go back to that. He did more interviews before and after. He did more engagement before and after. When that Frank Martin fight got locked in, Shakur Stevenson was locked in, bro. He was locked in. Shakur Stevenson is not chasing Devin Haney. That is a lie. If Shakur Stevenson was chasing Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson would be fighting at 140. That is a lie. And I do not understand why you. I do, because I know you rock with Shakur heavy. I really do. I know you rock with Shakur heavy. But you can't tell me Shakur Stevenson is chasing Devin Haney. He has never chased Devin Haney. So I don't understand. He's chased money. He's never chased Devin. He's chased money. Money. Never chasing Devin for a fight. He's chasing money, 503. Money. I'm not sure why we're going to play this game right now. He's chased money. If he chased Devin, then he would have took the 25%. He didn't take the 25%, and you should know this. Of all people, you should know better. He didn't take the 25% because he wanted more money. You, of all people, should know what I'm saying. That man wanted more money, bro. More money. Because he wanted more money, he did not take the money that he was offered. And like I said, you, of all people, should know this. Big Ock, what's up with you, homie? Like, nah, bro. He was offered a big bag, and turned down a big bag. And you, of all people, should know this. Because he wanted a bigger bag. He did it. He was not chasing Devin. He was chasing a bag. And I got no problem with people chasing a bag. Like, I don't have a problem with Tank chasing the bag. I have a problem with people telling me that Tank is the best fighter in the world and he's the best fighter down there, but he's not fighting the best competition. He's chasing a bag. Like, that's the problem. I don't have a problem with him chasing the bag. I don't have a problem with Shakur Stevenson chasing the bag. I know, Five. It's all good, King. Like, I don't have a problem with any fighter chasing the bag. Why you lie about it? Why lie? That's the problem that makes fighters look bad, is when you lie about these things, and then the world can see exactly what you're doing. That's what makes you look bad. Seriously, that's what makes you look bad. Like Tank Davis, bro, you can't tell me you want to unify and it's strap season and you've never unified and you've never got any other strap but one. You've only held one belt at a time in your entire career, and you've had the opportunity to hold multiples. That's the problem, right? Shakur, you can't tell me you want undisputed. You have unification, and then you drop the belts. And then say a couple of weeks after you drop the belts that you can still make 130. Like, then what did you drop the belts for? Like, you can't say those things. These are the things that make it, that give me hesitation. Like Vasyl Lomachenko, you can't say that you want to fight Tank Davis. I want Tank. And then you have an opportunity to become Gervonta Tank Davis's mandatory, and then you don't do it. You fight somebody else, bro. It's these things. These are the problems that are in the sport of boxing. These are the problems, man. These are the problems that I take issue with. And this is what I want to give Kid Austin praise for. Like, I don't really like his pops. His pops is weird. But it is what it is. But I want to give Kid Austin praise for this, bro. Kid Austin did not need to fight. According to Shakur, grandfather Bill is a liar. He also said Bill and Devin won't never fight Shakur. Well, Bill would never be fighting Shakur. It would be Devin. And they could fight Shakur. They could fight Devin next if they wanted to. They could go to 140, present Devin with an offer. They're with Matchroom and fight Devin next on pay-per-view. Well, I don't understand the problem. Like these type of things, Five, these type of statements, Five, these are the statements that say to me that Shakur Stevenson is clout chasing Devin. These are the statements that say this. Bro, you're with Matchroom. You're with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. Just present Devin with an offer, man. You're with Turkey. You're with them. But I don't understand the problem. Why are you saying why would they say these things when they're with Turkey and they can present Devin with an offer? Like why say these things if you've never presented an offer? Like Shakur Stevenson is in a very good position right now, y'all. He's in a very good position. He's with Turkey Al-Sheikh. He's over there with them. Like he's signed to Eddie Hearn. He can reach out to Turkey himself. Like I don't understand. Like why if you want to fight Devin like you claim you do, send him an offer. I see what you sent me. That's irrelevant though, brother, because he can send Devin an offer right now. Right now, bro. I know, Five. I know you're not making it up, brother. I'm not saying you making it up, Five. What I'm saying is Shakur Stevenson's team is looking really clout chaserish. They're looking really clout chaserish, bro. Really clout chaserish. Like they're in a position, and I'm not speaking about the Kid Austin thing. I'm not speaking about that at all. I'm gonna get to that, but about the Shakur and Devin thing, which I believe is a huge fight. It's a big pay-per-view fight. If Shakur Stevenson didn't like the money split and things like that when it came to Devin in Undisputed, then why can't Shakur Stevenson right now present Devin with an offer? Why can't he do that? Like I don't understand why he can't do that. Yeah, Shakur did say that to Eddie Hearn. He did tell Eddie Hearn, don't negotiate with Tank Davis. I don't know why he said that, but he did. Right? He did. And when Eddie Hearn threw Shakur under the bus, Shakur never came back out and clarified it. Shakur never came back out and clarified it, y'all. He never came back out and said, wait a minute, Eddie, bro, I never said that. That's not what I was talking about. Not till to this day, he has not clarified it. This is no knock on. I'm not disrespecting Shakur in no way. I'm just stating the facts. He has not come out and clarified. He has not come out and told the world, bro, Eddie was mistaken. That's not what happened. Eddie's wrong here or Eddie's wrong there. He hasn't done that, y'all. So don't get mad at me. I'm just stating the facts. He has not cleared that up. And I'm curious on why he hasn't cleared that up. But that's a whole nother conversation. A-Dub says, with Shakur being the B-side, can you send the offer? He can absolutely send an offer. Absolutely. He may be the B-side because Devin did pay-per-views and Shakur has not. But he's not the B-side in the funding department because Devin is signed to DHP. Shakur is signed to Matchroom that's associated with Turkey. He can absolutely send an offer. 100%. And Devin can work directly with Turkey to make the offer what he wants it to be, if that's the case. But that's up to Shakur Stevenson. Devin fights at 140. Shakur fights at 135. Supreme Beast, salute to you, my brother. I know, King. I know. Yeah, the lab might not be what it. I'm I'm working. I'm working, man. I'm doing my best in the situation that I'm in. I'll ping you, Red. Um, I'll let you know what's up, Red. Um, but I understand, brother. I understand. Um, but like people gotta understand. They gotta understand. Um, not really, hen dog, but it's all good, man. I mean, inshallah, man. God willing, we'll pull through. This is the reason why I say what I say when I ask, and I humbly ask for you guys to support me. Um, yeah, back to boxing. Um, so when I say to you guys that this is Devin is signed to DHP, yo. He is signed to himself, his company. His company can partner with anybody. All right, anybody. It is Shakur Stevenson who has the funding in the bank. It is Shakur Stevenson that can present an offer. And I love you too, OG. It's Shakur Stevenson that can present an offer, yo. Devin is not tied to anybody. He's not locked in to anything and anybody. Shakur can present him an offer. But I don't even want to be on this topic, but I'm just keeping it a buck with you. He can present an offer. Devin Haney is the A side only when it comes to the purse split. All right, only. Snowman. Snowman. Before I send you away, never in my life did I touch on anybody, Snowman. Before I send you away, that's first off. Never in my life have I ever been arrested, Snowman. Never in my life. Never. Before I send you away, I just wanted you to know that. Now, goodbye. Goodbye. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Nada. Wow. Thank you so much, Nada. Wow. Thank you so much. D Free, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. So you guys will never know what this means to me. Never. There's nothing that I would ever be able to say to you, nothing that I would ever be able to do that you guys could understand what this love means to me. Uh, salute. Thank you so much. Um, Sami, let me get back. So, wow. Uh, Salute, Resin. Love from the Bay. Um, so that is the take, y'all. That is the take that I really want you guys to understand that at this particular moment, Shakur Stevenson can send the offer to Devin. All right, he can send the offer to Devin at this particular moment. But I'm off of that topic because I want you guys what I want you guys to understand something right now. Like when we're saying chasing great, wow, McDougal, thank you so much, brother. Man, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, brother. Man, I thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, brother. Seriously, thank you so much. Man. Um, okay, so man, if we're looking at this fight for what it is, right? If we're looking at this fight with Shakur Stevenson, right? This fight with Shakur Stevenson and and Kid Austin, it it really is chasing greatness. Like it really is, bro. It's chasing greatness on both their parts, y'all. On both sides of this, on both these guys' parts. It's chasing greatness on Shakur's part, is chasing greatness on on Kid Austin's part. And I had to sit back and think about this. I really did have to sit back and think about this. And it's unfortunate that I have to talk about this, but the reality of the situation is we need an example to say that it really is chasing greatness, right? We need an example. The example is Gervonta Tank Davis. He's the example. Gervonta is the example, man. Adewale M, thank you so much, my brother. He say, Happy New Year, brother. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you, Adewale M. Thank you so much, King. King Vonnie say, Cash App is better than Super Chat. It is, but I'm grateful in any way. I'm grateful in any way. In any way, I'm grateful. I'm humbled and honored in any way you all decide to show love. If you do or don't, I hope you do, and I'm grateful for everything. But yeah, it would be that. Jawan, thank you so much in the Cash App, brother. Thank you so much, King. I'm trying, my brother. I'm definitely trying. But peep this, y'all. Please understand this. Please understand. I don't want to use Tank Davis. All right, y'all. I don't want to use Tank, but in the absence of anything else, right? In the absence of anything else, what can you use? What can you use? All right, what can you use, bro? Seriously, what can you use? In the absence of anything else, you need to have an example. Dante, salute to you, King. He said, it's not much, my brother, but Happy New Year. Keep cooking. Wish nothing but the best for you and the Queen. Salute to you, King. No, it's everything, Dante. That's everything, brother. That is everything. Seriously, yeah. It's everything, King. That's everything. Thank you so much, brother. Nick, thank you so much, Queen. I felt that. Thank you so much, Nick. Indeed, Queen. Indeed. Thank you so much, Nick. But I need you guys to understand something. We have to use the examples that we have. And I need you guys to listen to this. How long were we asking Gervonta Tank Davis to fight a slick black fighter? How long? It's all good, Nada. Thank you so much, my brother. Salute to you and salute to Sweden. But how long, y'all? How long were we asking Gervonta, fight a slick black fighter, fight a slick black fighter, fight a slick black fighter, fight a slick black fighter. We want you to fight a slick black fighter. Why don't you fight this guy? Why don't you fight this guy? We asked this man multiple times, bro. Multiple times. Right up until he fought Frank Martin. Salute to my brother West, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, King. Thank you, Mr. Powell. Thank you, King. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank y'all so much. What's up, Now, if you look at this, Shakur Stevenson fought Jamel Herring, and he fought Jamel Herring for a title, and now he's fighting Kid Austin, y'all. He's fighting Kid Austin. Bro, like Kid Austin is ranked number 2, y'all. If you really think about it, if you look at it, because again, I'm not trying to bash Tank. I'm just using the example, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm just using the example. My brother Jam, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, King. That means the world to me, brother. Thank you so much, man. If you look at what we have been asking, Town Biz, my Brody, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Town. Thank you, Town. I appreciate you, Town. It means the world to me, Town, man. Thank you so much, brother. Throwing straight facts boxing. I will address what you said. I'll address what you said in a little bit, man. I'll address it. What's up, BVO? Brambo, salute. I'll address what you said. Throwing straight facts boxing. I'll address you, but just not this exact second. I want to get this through this piece because I want the goal here is to give the fighters the credit that they deserve, the respect that they deserve for taking the fights that we don't expect them to take. That is the goal here, y'all. Like, it's really, really easy to bash Shakur for, his move. It's really, really easy to bash Tank for his moves. Like, it's really easy to bash these guys. It's a whole different story when they're doing something that we actually want them to do, because that doesn't sell, right? That doesn't draw, that doesn't move the needle on clicks and views. It just doesn't, man. It really doesn't. And today I'm trying my best, y'all, to ensure that you guys understand where I'm coming from, where I'm saying Shakur versus Kid Austin is absolutely chasing greatness. It's absolutely chasing greatness. And I had to sit back and think about this for a while, y'all. I really did have to think about this for a while, because we look at fighters like Shakur on a level that he's so good that we want him to fight fighters that we believe are so good as well. But when you think about it, Sugar Ray Leonard is known for only fighting a handful of fighters. He's got mad fights on his resume. Tommy Hearns, the same thing. Hagler, the same thing. Duran, the same thing. The Four Kings got boatloads of fighters on their resume, but they're really only known for fighting a select few. They're really only known for that, y'all. Like, there's a select few of fighters that you could say, oh yeah, this, or oh yeah, that, right? You can look at those and be like, oh yeah, that's right, he did. Oh yeah, that's right. The reason why you call Hagler, Hearn, Duran's, and Leonard the Four Kings is because they fought each other. They fought each other, like, all in their primes. They fought each other. That's why they're called the Four Kings. We'll never get that ever again. The closest thing we got to that was Devin. But when we get close, when we get remnants, when we get things that are in line with it, we should be praising them and calling them out. Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is a phenomenal fight, y'all. Kid Austin is undefeated. He's ranked number 2. He's a slick black fighter, bro. He's the type of fighter that they put on the shelf, like Speedy Rashidi Ellis, that they put on the shelf and they never let them get their opportunity. He's that type of fighter, man. And if you sit back and look at it for what it really is, Shakur Stevenson did not have to take this fight, y'all. We're so quick to bash this man. And again, y'all know what time it is with me. You know what time it is with me. You know how I feel when it comes to this boxing. But we're so quick to bash Shakur because he says some wild stuff. And the one mistake he made, the one mistake Like, everybody has made mistakes before. This man made one mistake, and it's crazy because I'll try to have this conversation and articulate this. But Shakur Stevenson fans won't even admit he made a mistake. Salute to my nigga Bees. Bees will. And Bees is more of a Shakur Stevenson fan than most of the Shakur Stevenson fans that claim they're Shakur Stevenson fans. Most of them that claim they're Shakur Stevenson fans, that claim they're diehard fans, they won't even admit that the man is not perfect, bro, and that everybody makes mistakes. They have made mistakes in their life, but they won't admit that Shakur made a mistake. They won't admit that. This is why I call them dick riders. This is why I say that. There's diehard fans, diehard Shakur fans, diehard, that know that man made a mistake. Doesn't mean they don't believe that he can't beat everybody. They just know he made a mistake. And it's okay to acknowledge that the man made a mistake. It's okay to acknowledge that, man. Doesn't make him no less of a man. It doesn't mean that he's trash and a bum and he's garbage. He made a mistake, yo. But what he is doing right now by fighting Kid Austin is amazing. And overlooked. We're literally overlooking a very good fight between two slick black fighters, between two young fighters, between two good-ass fighters. We're overlooking that. And talking about Tank Davis fighting Lamont Roach. And who is Devin fighting? That's what we're doing. We're overlooking that. Now, don't get it twisted. I know who Devin fighting is the biggest topic in all of boxing, regardless of what y'all say. I know it. He know it. Y'all know it. But Shakur Stevenson fighting Kid Austin is still being overlooked. This is a phenomenal fight, and I believe that us overlooking it is making, we're discrediting what made Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, and Duran the four kings. We're discredited it. If you really want to think about it, just sit back and think about this for 1 second, y'all. Name a more significant fight. Name a more significant fight at 130 than Shakur and Kid Austin. 135. You can't even name a more significant fight, bro. You can't. Like, I'm sitting back trying to think about this. Like, this fight is signed, sealed, and soon to be delivered. What fight at 135 is more significant? What fight is more indeed JIA, bro? Some people did show him the respect, bro. I didn't give him the respect, bro. I literally had to step back and get into the mode that I'm in right now, because I'm like, bro, get out of here, bro. Get Kid and Mrs. Austin, get them up out of here. But at the end of the day, this man is ranked number 2, y'all. Undefeated, ranked number 2 fighter that literally forced his way to this fight. Shakur did not have to take this, y'all. Kid Austin is ranked like number 19 or something like that in a WBC. He's not like this. This fight had to be approved, had to be sanctioned and approved by the WBC, bro. Tank versus Roach is nowhere near as significant as Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin. My nigga came in here, salute to my nigga KO. My nigga came in here straight capping. 100% capped. Motherfucking Lamont Roach is not even a 135-pound fighter. You guys need to knock it off with that. Oh, man, BF, when about 30 years ago, he fought at 135. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff, man. Knock it off, bro. That is not more significant at all. Knock that shit off. What's his rank at 135? Nothing. That's his rank. That man is not ranked at 35 at all. That's his rank. Don't tell me he's a champion at 130. Then Tank should go to 130 and fight him for his belt. The same way he did to Leo Santa Cruz. Why can't he do that to Leo? It's the same belt. But see, none of you guys can't answer these questions, though. Nobody will answer this. Why Tank Davis went to 130 to fight Leo Santa Cruz, but won't go to 130 to fight Lamont Roach for the exact same belt. Bro, got mad love for KO. You diabolical with that statement, brother. And hopefully you was playing. Hopefully you was playing, because you're diabolical with that statement. Absolute diabolical. There is no way in hell that we can justify Tank fighting Lamont Roach. No way. You guys try to justify it. There is no justification, because he could have fought motherfucking Kid Austin his goddamn self. He could have fought Kid Austin himself. Shakur Stevenson is fighting a guy who's ranked number 2 to Tank Davis. Facts. Absolute facts. Shakur Stevenson is fighting a guy who was ranked higher than Pitbull Cruz was to Tank Davis in Tank Davis's sanctioning body. Facts. Absolute facts. Unequivocal facts. Pitbull Cruz was not ranked number 2 when he fought Tank Davis. Williams, none of those guys were. Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is the most significant fight at 135. The most significant. There is nobody fighting anything that is nothing on the level of this. Nobody. We don't know who Lomachenko is fighting, if he's even going to fight. Denis Baranchyk is it's all good. I know it's all good, KO. It's all good. You're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion has no teeth. But you are entitled to your opinion, my brother. You're absolutely 100% entitled to your opinion. It just has no teeth. It really has no teeth whatsoever, because Tank Davis could have went down. He could have said, number 1 don't want it. Number 2 don't want it. Number 3 don't want it. Number 4 don't want it. Number 5 don't want it. Well, I guess I'm fighting number 6. And he would have got all the respect and all the credit in the world. Now, if the man, it would be a whole different. Thank you so much, E. White. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you in the Cash App, brother. It means the world to me, brother. Thank you so much. Do you guys understand why I say Lamont Roach versus Tank is not as significant as Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin? Does anybody understand why I say that? Because this is not just me talking. Do you guys understand why I say that? Hustler's home. Wow, Hustler. Hustler's home, man. Wow. Wow, Hustler's home. Thank you so much, Hustler. Thank you so much, my brother. My bad, 5. But thank you so much, Hustler's home. That means the world to me, man. Means the world to me. Thank you so much. Heavy in the Cash App, brother. Means the world to me. Seriously and honest to God, means the world to me. But let me explain something to you guys. This is not to bash Tank Davis, bro. It really isn't. I believe Tank is a phenomenal fighter, bro. But I just don't know, because he hasn't fought anybody to say he's phenomenal. Right? He hasn't fought anybody to say he's phenomenal, y'all. That's the problem. It's not that Tank is not phenomenal, y'all. It's not that Tank isn't an amazing fighter. It's not that, y'all. Gervonta Tank Davis is an amazing fighter, y'all. It's not that he's not amazing. It's just that he hasn't fought anybody to prove that he's an amazing fighter. We just believe he's amazing. That's the only difference is, if you fight people who would make us a believer that you're amazing, then we could know that, right? We could know. But all we're doing right now is we're looking at who you fought, and you're knocking out people that you should knock out. And you're, I've said this a million times, bro. The best name on his resume is Frank Martin, bro. That's the best name. The best fight before Frank Martin was Pitbull Cruz. because he proved that he could box. He showed the world that he could box because he had a disadvantage with a hand injury. Like I've never changed my stance, man. That was the best, bro. The best was that, bro. Seriously, that's the best was Frank. The best was Frank Martin. This statement right here is a valid statement that I'm going to address. But let me say what I got to say right quick, and then I'm gonna address my other brother Mike from VA, and then I'll address what you just said right there. I'll address your statement, brother. I'll address your statement. It's Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is not getting the respect that it deserves. It is not getting it at all. It's not getting it. This fight is a fight from two young, slick, talented black fighters who are, one's a champion, the other one is highly ranked. And this fight is being overlooked because casuals run boxing. Casuals, bro. Casuals run boxing. The hardcore boxing fan is far and few in between. It just so happens that hardcore boxing fans have pages. We have YouTube pages where we can speak. Right? We can speak. Hardcore boxing fans. We have YouTube pages, bro. With hardcore boxing fans, without YouTube pages, we will be considered trolls. We're considered trolls. Hardcore boxing fans without YouTube pages. If we just comment on someone's page, we're considered a troll because we're not going with what the general public is going with. Excitement and knockouts and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, the crazy part about, and this is, Eric, man, thank you so much, Eric, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, King. It means the world to me, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you in the Cash App, King. What I need you guys to understand, y'all, is that in a fight of the best fighting the best, 9 times out of 10, they go the distance, y'all. The best fighting the best, 9 times out of 10, they go the distance. And the ones that don't go the distance, that just shows you the separation between the best and fighting the best. Those two fighters, the best fighting the best, when they fight, if one of them destroys the other one, that shows you how much better that the best was from the other best. But they were still the best fighting the best. And we can say with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? We can use that analogy. Those were the absolute two best of the best. Now, we can say what we believe, why things were, but let's put all that to the side. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence were the absolute best two fighters at 147. They were the absolute best. And what Terrence Crawford did to Errol Spence showed that both of them were at the top, but how much more above Terrence was. That's all it did. That's all that did, bro. And we should be praising them both for fighting each other. We should never be downing Errol Spence for getting beat the way he got beat by Terrence Crawford. I don't see people down damn it, his name always Smoking Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier got absolutely annihilated by George Foreman. He got destroyed, y'all. I don't see y'all. I don't see you guys crucifying crucifying Smoking Joe Frazier. I don't see you guys dragging Joe Frazier with memes and disrespecting the man and downing the man. Y'all say Joe Frazier is a legend. Joe Frazier is one of the best heavyweights of all time. Because he is. But the same people who will say Joe Frazier is one of the best heavyweights of all time will be the same people that shit on Errol Spence. And if Shakur Stevenson loses to or whoever loses, whether it's Shakur or Kid Austin, whoever loses that fight, we're gonna shit on the loser. We're gonna down and degrade the loser. But you didn't degrade Smoking Joe Frazier when motherfucking George Foreman annihilated him. Nobody shitted on nobody at all. But you just praised George Foreman more. You gave George Foreman more praise, more respect, more credit, bro. You gave him more. When Roberto Duran beat Leonard, you didn't shit on Leonard. You just gave Duran more respect. You didn't shit on Leonard. They didn't shit on Leonard. They didn't degrade Leonard. They didn't down Leonard. They didn't disrespect Leonard. They said that Leonard can't beat him. Oh, man, Leonard can't beat him. Oh, man, Leonard, you can't beat him. You know what it is. You know you're going to get beat again. Man, you're going to get beat again. That's what they said. They didn't down and degrade and disrespect it and make it so there's no rematch here and no, they didn't do that. But they do that now. Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is one of those fights where somebody's got to lose. But whoever loses should be applauded for taking the fight. Because Shakur did not have to fight this man at all. Shakur is giving this man an opportunity for greatness, y'all. Because if Kid Austin beats Shakur Stevenson, they're gonna, bro. Shakur Stevenson's got more. Shakur has got more to lose than to gain in this day and age. If Shakur Stevenson and Kid Austin were fighting in the 80s, they look at this fight and be like, "This is a damn good fight. This is a great fight, man. This fight, right, man? We want it, man. Damn, salute, man, salute." That's what they would do if this fight was in the 80s or the 90s. They would be praising this, man. Nobody would give a damn about someone being undefeated or they not, bro. That came with Floyd Mayweather. I don't blame Floyd for staying perfect. I blame Floyd for glorifying it and making it what people consider the blueprint. That's what I blame Floyd for. I don't blame him for staying perfect. I don't blame him at all. That is what you're supposed to do. I blame him for putting all the weight on it and not putting on all the weight on who he fought, bro. Don't you guys understand that Floyd Mayweather did not mess up boxing for being undefeated? He messed up boxing for putting the weight on the undefeated streak and not who he beat to stay undefeated. If Floyd Mayweather would have did this correctly, more opponents will be trying to follow him, beating other people, beating names, beating top names to stay undefeated. Because that's the blueprint that Floyd took. I fought the top names. I beat the top names and remained undefeated. That's the blueprint. But because Floyd Mayweather can't read Mary Had a Little Lamb, he put all of the emphasis on being undefeated. So the public took undefeated and they turned a blind eye to the resume and just looked at looked at the O on the resume. They turned a blind eye to actually who he beat to keep the resume and looked at the O on the resume. That's what I blame Floyd for. Floyd Mayweather fucked up the Kid Austin versus Shakur Stevenson being looked at as a damn good fight. He fucked up. He fucked up. Floyd Mayweather fucked up Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin being looked at the same way that you would look at George Foreman versus Joe Frazier. Floyd fucked that up. Floyd fucked that up. Not him being undefeated. No, not at all. Him being undefeated is what he was supposed to do in the sport of boxing. He fought the fighters and he beat them. He was supposed to be undefeated. He was supposed to do that. That's what he was supposed to do. He fucked it up when this man came out here and put the glory on his undefeated. He put the glory on his O and not his competition. Because had he put the glory on his competition, people would have followed that. And had they remained undefeated by following his competition level, then right now we would be looking at Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin as a big-ass fight. And we're not. But we should. Facts, Warriors. Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is a pretty boy Floyd Mayweather move. It's a pretty boy Floyd Mayweather move. When Floyd Mayweather fought Chop Chop, Chop Chop had losses. Chop Chop was not undefeated at all. Most of the fighters Floyd Mayweather fought were not undefeated. They were just the top names, y'all. Most of them, y'all. Most of the fighters that this man fought were just top names. They were not undefeated. They were the best names. They were either the best or top 5 at a minimum. At a minimum, they were the best or top 5, either a champion, the best, or top 5. That is Floyd Mayweather's resume. And instead of him glorifying him beating the best, the top 5, or the champion, he glorified his O. And that is why we look right now at Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin, and we don't say this is a fight that followed Floyd Mayweather's style. It's because this man was too stupid to articulate it. Now, he could count. He can count money. But he's too stupid to realize that how he fucked up boxing. The goddess Sugar Free Mars, salute to you, Queen. Lord Sweat Real, what's up, my brother? Salute to you. That is what he doesn't understand. Because Kid Austin versus Floyd Schofield is a phenomenal fight. Phenomenal fight. Kid Austin was snubbed by Gervonta Tank Davis, y'all. He was snubbed. Snubbed. Gervonta Tank Davis should be fighting Kid Austin himself. He's ranked number 2. He was snubbed, y'all. Kid Austin is number 2 in the WBA. Which means that Tank Davis went past Kid Austin to fight somebody else. Kid Austin was snubbed by Tank. He was snubbed for Lamont Roach. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, Kid Austin wasn't available and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. There is absolutely nothing stopping Tank Davis or his team from saying, contingent upon you beating this guy, we're fighting you next. There was nothing stopping that, y'all. Nothing. Nothing at all. There was nothing stopping this man from saying, don't fight the guy you're about to fight. Fight us. There was nothing stopping that, bro. Nothing. He could have did that. He could. He absolutely could. He 100% could. My brother says Kid Austin should be fighting Kid Austin next. I'm confused, brother. You mean Kid Austin and Tank fighting? And if I said that, then my mistake. So Tank should be fighting Kid Austin next. Yeah, yes. Yes. Let me address these two statements that you people made in my comments that I need to address right quick before I move on to wrapping this up. So throwing straight facts boxing says Crawford is giving up too many advantages to fight Benavidez. But with Canelo, he's only giving up strength and weight. Crawford has the speed, reach, height, and boxing IQ. And what he's doing, y'all, is he's addressing something that I said yesterday about why Terrence Crawford won't fight Benavidez. See, my brother, I can respect your statement, but that's not what Terrence Crawford said. Right? So in the interest of reality, right, you can believe what you want to believe, my brother, and that's fine. I have no problem with anyone's opinion and anyone's belief. But Terrence Crawford said the reason why he won't fight Benavidez is because Benavidez is too big. He didn't say anything about anything else. That's all the man said. Terrence Crawford didn't say, listen, bro, I believe I'm more skilled than this man, and I can wrestle, so I'm stronger than him, and all that. I believe all this stuff. He didn't say that, brother. If Terrence Crawford would have said that, you'd have a point. If Terrence Crawford would have said what you said, I would rock with your statement. But Terrence Crawford never said that, brother. What Terrence Crawford said is Terrence Crawford said, man, I'm not fighting him. Man, that man too damn big. That man's too damn big, man. I'm not fighting him. He's too damn big. That's what Terrence Crawford said. Terrence Crawford didn't say anything about anything you just said, my brother. He said the reason why he's not fighting that man is because there is weight classes for a reason. That's basically what he said. He said Benavidez is too big. He's too big of a fighter, meaning there is weight classes for a reason. That's what that means. But I understand what your point, and I can respect it, but we have to go off of what the fighter said, brother. So what my brother Mike said, right? What my brother Mike said. Mike says, BF, since Tank fought Pedraza, where did his resume go wrong? That's what my brother said. Now you said, are you right though? Are you right? Hold on a second. Let me address. He says, Crawford is giving up too many advantages, but he's giving up the same advantages with Canelo Alvarez. He's giving up a worse advantage with Canelo Alvarez throwing straight rights. Because you say with Canelo, he's giving up strength and weight. Okay, I will take, me personally, I will take a fight if I'm Terrence Crawford or anyone else. So no, if you're saying what you think he's given up as far as strength and weight, I can give you that. Strength and weight, I can give you that. But I don't think I think Crawford has the reach. I think he has the same reach as Benavidez, if not a longer reach. It's either the same reach or longer than Benavidez. Right? For Crawford and Benavidez. Speed, Crawford is just as fast as Benavidez. Benavidez is higher than him, but taller than him, I mean. But would you say that Benavidez is smarter than Terrence Crawford? Do you think Benavidez has a higher boxing IQ? Because the things that you said are the same things with Benavidez. I would say that Terrence Crawford is not as strong as Benavidez. So strength and weight, I don't think he's either one of those. I think Benavidez has both of them. The only thing that I would say Benavidez has over Terrence Crawford, if we're keeping all things equal to Canelo Alvarez, is weight, strength and weight. Height, strength, weight, and height. Strength, weight, and height. That's it. If Benavidez is way too big, if Benavidez is way too big for Terrence Crawford, then so is Canelo. So is Canelo. If Benavidez is too big, so is Canelo, bro. Bro, Mike Tyson is what? 5'5", 5'6"? How tall is Mike Tyson? If I'm right here, I think Terrence Crawford is either the same height or taller than Mike Tyson. Someone tell me, how tall is Mike Tyson, y'all? How tall is Mike Tyson? Isn't Mike Tyson like 5'8"? He's like 5'8". Isn't Terrence Crawford like 5'9", 5'10", or some shit like that? How tall is Mike, bro? Mike is 5'10". How tall is Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", 5'8", 5'10", something like that. Terrence Crawford and Mike Tyson are basically the same height. No, there is no explaining it any different. There is no explaining it. There is no explaining it any different. There is none. There is none. None. What you're saying to me is the only reason why Terrence Crawford is trying to fight Canelo Alvarez is because he's trying to cherry pick a smaller fighter. That's what you're saying to me. He is trying to fight Canelo Alvarez because he believes Canelo Alvarez is small enough for him to fight him. Mike Tyson was like 5'10", fighting guys who were like 6-something. Lennox Lewis was what? 6'4", 6'5"? You guys will tell me all day long until I'm blue in the face that skills pay the bills. Well, if skills pay the bills, Terrence Crawford has a better boxing IQ than Benavidez. His reach is just the same. He's a little shorter. Y'all tell me all the time Terrence Crawford wrestles, so he's strong. So what are we talking about? You guys are giving me reasons and excuses on why this man won't fight Benavidez, but will fight Canelo Alvarez. It's just not going to work with me, man. It's really not going to work with me, specifically when we can line up all the intangibles. And if he's a smarter fighter, then he can take away things that Benavidez does so good. Crawford got a 74-inch reach, and Benavidez is 74.5. There you go. There you go. There you go. You have two fighters. At the end of the day, if skills pay the bills and they're both skilled fighters, the IQ is what separates them. Are you guys telling me that Benavidez is smarter than Terence Crawford? Canelo is not bigger than Crawford. He is heavier. If he's heavier, he is bigger. He's bigger than him if he's heavier. He's bigger than him if he's heavier, bro. I believe there's fighters who fight at heavyweight who are like 5'8", like 5'8", bro. 5'5". But they fight at heavyweight. They're bigger than a guy who is 5'9", 5'10", and fights at 47. The heavyweight is bigger. Why are you guys playing these semantics, brother? He's bigger, bro. He's bigger. Deontay Wilder fought at heavyweight. He was 209 pounds when he fought Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was damn near 300 pounds, bro. He's bigger. Why are we playing these dumb games? Why are we doing this? He's bigger, y'all. If size doesn't matter, then it should never matter. You cannot pick and choose when size matters, y'all. You cannot. Yes, Hustle's home. Sean Porter fought Usyk at 160 something, 168, I think it was like 168, 170 in the amateurs, and he beat him in the amateurs. It was like 170 something. Like, why are we playing these games, y'all? We don't need to play these games. We really don't, because all these things that you guys are saying, you don't understand what you're doing. When Canelo Alvarez beats this man, you can no longer use them as an excuse. You cannot use them as an excuse, y'all. When Canelo Alvarez puts this man in a phone booth, when he puts him in a phone booth, when he makes all the disadvantages, all of them, every disadvantage, Terence Crawford is not going to get a coin flip, y'all. He's not going to get a coin flip. He's not going to get a 50-50 bag. He's not going to get a who walks out first. He's not, bro, none of that. None of that. Terence Crawford's walkout, Canelo Alvarez won't even be in the building yet. That's how far away the walkout times will be. Canelo Alvarez will still be asleep, y'all. And they'll make Terence Crawford walk out. He'll be sitting in a ring cold as hell, bro. He'll be sitting in a ring cold. All that work in the sweat in the back, getting ready. Yeah, okay, well then ring walk. An hour later, Canelo Alvarez will do his wing walk. Bro, he don't get an advantage of nothing, y'all. Nothing. Every advantage will be for Canelo. Every advantage. And you guys are pushing this, and you don't understand that, bro, you're taking away anything you can say for when Canelo Alvarez beats this man. And the only way Terence Crawford will beat Canelo Alvarez is if he knocks him out. He is down on the scorecards right now. Right now. Right now, he is down. The only way he will beat Canelo is by knockout, bro. If he does not knock him out, he will lose, whether it's by robbery, whether it's by straight up the fact that this man outboxed him 10 rounds to 2. Outboxed this man, boxed his ears off. And Canelo Alvarez's fan base will drown out Terence Crawford's fan base. They will drown them out. So when Terence Crawford's fan base is talking about how we beat Canelo Alvarez, we outboxed him, that was an easy win. It was a harder fight with DoorDash than Canelo Alvarez. I can't believe it was robbed. The Canelo Alvarez's fan base is like 50-60 to 1. 50-60 fans to 1 of Terence Crawford's. They're going to drown you guys out. You'll never get your point across. Anything you guys are saying, anything you guys believe, anything you guys want to do, you'll never get it across. Never. But yet what you're saying right now is Terence Crawford's got all the skills over Canelo. He's got all the skills. He's got all over this and all this and all this. The only thing Canelo's got is weight. Okay, well, if and when Canelo Alvarez beats this man, what excuse are you guys gonna have for him beating him? What excuse? Yes, my brother Risen. Lomachenko missing 4 punch combinations, and the whole crowd was jumping up like as if he landed every single punch. He didn't. He didn't. And that is going to be in favor of Canelo Alvarez. It's going to be in favor of him, bro. The whole arena, bro, all of this is going to be in favor of Canelo Alvarez, brothers. All of this. So when Canelo Alvarez beats Terrence Crawford, you guys are throwing away any talking point that you have. You're just going to have to eat it. Oh, man, nah, to me, he lost. I mean, to me, Canelo lost. That's all you're going to, because people are going to come back to these lives. They're going to come back to these conversations, and they're going to say, well, bro, you guys are running around here and saying that this and that. What's the excuse if Canelo loses? None. He lost to the better fighter. No excuse. The crazy part about this scenario that you guys are not understanding is all the cards are stacked against Terrence Crawford. All of them. All the cards. There is nothing in his favor. Nothing. Nothing in his favor. Nothing. And you guys are in here right now saying that you're basically saying that Terrence Crawford is better than him. That's what you're basically saying. So when Canelo Alvarez beats Terrence Crawford, you will have no excuse. None. You cannot tell me about size. You cannot tell me about the ring walk, and you cannot tell me about the boxing gloves and how big the ring was, and you cannot tell me nothing, because you guys are removing all of it now by putting all this unexpected shit on top of Terrence Crawford. Listen, man, if Terrence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, fine. That's one thing. It's a whole nother to say Monster Inouye is better than Tank Davis. He's not, y'all. He is not. It's totally fine. It's totally fine to say that Terrence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, man. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Bro, if you want to fight him, I want it for you. But let's just acknowledge these disadvantages here. You guys are so thoroughly invested with this man that you are removing his disadvantages. You're so thoroughly invested. Bro, I love Dev. You ain't going to see me in here talking about, yo, man, Dev can go to 54 right now and just beat the shit out of DoorDash. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, bro, I think Dev has the skills to win, but he has a huge disadvantage here. That's reality. That's reality, y'all. You guys running around here talking about how, oh man, he's better, he's got IQ, all this man got is he's flat-footed. You guys are doing exactly what they, and when I say they, I'm speaking about anybody who's not a minority. In the beginning of this live stream, I told you guys about, and my brother made the point so eloquently when he said the unintentional expectations, or the heightened expectations. We as minorities put that on ourselves. We put it on ourselves all the time, bro. There's a different expectation for us as minorities than anybody else. We do this to ourselves all the time. And you guys, Bud fans, are a prime example. Why can't we just say, bro, this is crazy, him fighting Canelo Alvarez? Because if he goes up there and beats him, this is some legendary shit. But we can acknowledge that Canelo Alvarez has the ring in his pocket, the judges in his pocket, the damn arena and everything in his pocket, the fan base in his pocket, drugs in his pocket. You guys are removing all of that. This man can go in there, juice to the gills, and knock Terrence Crawford out, and you niggas are removing all of that. And you're too fucking invested in this man that you don't even want to acknowledge it. My brother Kamal, salute to you, brother. He say Errol gave Crawford the farm, which was undeserved. Facts. Canelo would give Bud a take it or leave it offer. No, he gave him whatever. You guys will see that later on. Weight classes are based on weight and most importantly, bone density. This is so important that you guys don't understand. Bone density. There is a reason, y'all. There is a reason, y'all. There is an absolute reason why there are fighters who weigh what they weigh. There is a reason that if you look at a football game, the linemen walk around 300 pounds, bro, because their bone density can withstand it. That's why they can do that, because of the bone density. That's the reason why. Salute to my brother Nonito Donaire, the legend, my brother. Salute to the brother, my brother. That's why Nonito Donaire will never be 200 pounds in his life. Never. He will never be 200 pounds, bro. And if he ever becomes 200 pounds, he will look like a big sloppy mess, of which Rachel will never allow him to do. Your bone density allows you to put... Look at Mack Truck. Salute to Mack Truck, the heavyweight. Mack Truck is a big dude. He's not a tall dude. He's a big dude because his bone density allows him to put the weight on like that. If your bone density doesn't allow you to do it and you do it, that's where injuries come from. Stamina is all fucked up. That's why you can look at Shady McCoy. Shady McCoy is not as tall as me. Shady McCoy is short as fuck, bro. Shady McCoy's like, they be listening. Shady McCoy is like, what, 5'10", or he ain't no goddamn 5'10", bro. Shady McCoy ain't no damn 5'10", bro. Shady McCoy is, bro, come on, bro. Listen, bro. He's not, bro. They be capping, bro. They definitely be capping, bro. Darren Sproles. Bro, Canelo Alvarez was going to fight a cruiserweight. Do you guys not understand this? He was going to fight a cruiserweight, bro. Chris, not only can Crawford outbox Canelo Alvarez for 12 rounds, I believe he will outbox Canelo Alvarez for 12 rounds. I believe he will, and he will lose on the scorecard. He will lose on the scorecard because this is Canelo Alvarez we're talking about. He will lose on the scorecard. I truly believe that he will outbox Canelo Alvarez. I believe this. He will outbox him. He will outbox him for 12 rounds. I believe this. And I also believe that Canelo Alvarez will be punching this man right on his arms. I believe he will do what Bivol did as far as outboxing, but I believe he can't do what Bivol did because Bivol is a fucking 175 pounder. And there is weight classes for a reason, bro. There is weight classes for a reason. Terrence Crawford is not Bivol. He can outbox Canelo Alvarez. He absolutely can. And I believe he will. But he is not Bivol. Bro, Bivol couldn't keep Canelo Alvarez off of him. Bivol couldn't do that, bro. Bivol. If Bivol couldn't do that, how is Terrence Crawford going to do it? Bivol couldn't do it. This guy right here, who didn't answer my question from earlier on, This guy who did not answer me, my question from earlier on says, it's a 50-50 fight. Good. Good. So when Terrence Crawford gets knocked the fuck out, I don't want to hear you say nothing. I don't want to hear shit from you, Saeed. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Nothing. I don't want to hear shit from you. Yes, timing, footwork, speed, sharp counters, all that's great when you're fighting somebody your size. His timing, his fucking footwork, his speed, his sharpness, and his counters mean absolutely nothing against Alexander Usyk. If all of that meant something, Big C, then you should be just fine with that man fighting David Benavidez. You should be just fine. You guys should not be in here crying like some bitches when I mentioned Terrence Crawford fighting David Benavidez. You shouldn't be crying like some bitches then. You shouldn't be in here all in tears, oh, no, come on, BF. Why he got to fight Benavidez and why he got to do. If timing, sharp counters, speed, footwork counters, if all of that is cool, then there should be no issue with him fighting Benavidez. There should be no problem. And this is where the problem is, because you guys have a problem with him fighting Benavidez. So stop telling me about all of his skill set and all of his timing and his counters and his footwork and all. Stop telling me if you have no faith that he can beat David Benavidez. Stop telling me. Because you have no faith. Because if you did, then there should be no problem with him fighting Benavidez. Now, this is the last thing I want to do before I get to this, because my brother said some stuff. My other brother said some stuff, and he said this, yo. He said, "BF, since Tank fought Pedraza, where did his resume go wrong?" That's what he said. So I'm gonna address the homie right quick, right? Because he's asking me a very, very valid question. Very, very valid question. My brother says, these are the same guys who want Devin to fight at welterweight against Boots, though. Yeah, they are the same ones. They are the same ones. Him and Canelo closer in age. So what, bro? Terrence Crawford is 36. Alexander Usyk is 37. Alexander Usyk is 37. Terrence Crawford is 36. If you're talking about somebody in age, then fight Usyk. You guys are diabolical. You're diabolical. You're absolutely insane. And you don't realize the excuses that you guys are making for Terrence Crawford. All these things that you're saying right now for Terrence Crawford, when he loses, whether it's by points or knockout, you guys are, you're doing so much damage to this. You're doing more damage trying to glaze than you are for keeping it real with yourself. You're doing too much. You're doing so much damage for Terrence Crawford. Then you're not helping him, bro. At all. You're not helping him. At all, bro. You're not helping him. You're not helping Terrence Crawford. You're doing more damage than you are helping. You think you're helping because you're praising and glazing, but you're really not. You can absolutely keep it a buck. Stack the cards against Terrence Crawford like you should be, like they are. You guys glaze this man so much that you can't even keep it a buck. The cards are stacked against him, y'all. All you have to do is tell the truth. The cards are stacked against him. If he wins, when all the cards are stacked against him, it makes his victory that much better. If he loses, when all the cards are stacked against him, then we can acknowledge that the cards are stacked. They were stacked against him, y'all. We can acknowledge this. But you guys are so busy glazing that you don't even understand what you're doing. Whatever. To my homie Mike, Gervonta Tank Davis' resume went wrong when he refused to fight Gary Russell. When he refused to fight Gary Russell, his resume went wrong. Right there. When he refused to fight Tevin Farmer, it kept going. When he refused to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, that solidified it. At that particular moment, when he refused to fight Lomachenko, it was all downhill from then. It was all downhill from then. All downhill from then. All downhill. Now, who in here is telling me Monster Inoue beats Tank Davis? This is the last thing I want to say before I wrap this up. This man says, Canelo couldn't hurt Cotto. Bud has nothing to worry about. Who hurt Cotto? Who hurt Cotto? Ansar, who hurt Cotto? This man says Canelo couldn't hurt Cotto. Pacquiao on juice. Pacquiao. The Pacquiao that fought Miguel Cotto and made Miguel Cotto come in at 145, and on the night of the fight night, Manny Pacquiao weighed more than Cotto. That Pacquiao. On fight night, he weighed more than Cotto after making Cotto weigh in at 145. At fight night, he weighed more. And this man said Pacquiao. Well, why didn't Terrence Crawford fight Pacquiao then, if that's the case? You guys are delusional. You're delusional. You're absolutely delusional. Miguel Cotto fought everybody and was only hurt by cheaters, like my nigga 503 said. He fought everybody and was only hurt by cheaters. You guys are diabolical. You're diabolical. Kamal, salute to my brother back in there. Thank you so much, my brother. It means the world to me. Kamal says, if Benavidez and Morel are too big for Crawford, then so is Canelo Alvaroid. Yes. What separates them from Canelo is money. Bud versus Canelo is a cash grab. Not just that, Kamal. Drugs. Drugs. Clenbuterol. Clenbuterol. Drugs. Canelo Alvarez right now can be on drugs, y'all. And you guys will never know. And the reason why you will never know is because the WBC will not tell you what the levels are. Bud versus Canelo is the biggest fight in 2025. Cool. Put all the eyes on it. So when Terrence Crawford gets knocked out by a drug cheat, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. Prada says, salute to Prada. Thank you so much, Prada. He says, Floyd hurt Cotto in the 12th and the final round. He might have hurt him, bro. He might have. He might have. And Cotto kept moving forward. Kept moving forward. But see, Miguel Cotto's resume is levels above Terrence Crawford's resume. Levels. So speaking about being hurt by Floyd Mayweather, that's a whole different conversation here. The world going to see how great Crawford truly is. How is beating Canelo Alvarez showing the world how great you are? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you guys? How is beating a guy who lost to Bivol? How is that showing the world how great you are? Beat Benavidez. That will show the world how great you are. What are you niggas talking about, bro? What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? My brother G McCall, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, King. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Bro, Terrence Crawford becoming undisputed at 154 is a bigger accomplishment than beating Canelo Alvarez. Prada says, salute to my brother Prada. Thank you so much, Prada. He says, I think Crawford might get stopped by at 68 by Canelo. I do too. I absolutely believe he's going to get splattered all over the ring. I absolutely believe this. He's going to be doing exactly what Amir Khan was doing. Outboxing Canelo Alvarez. He's going to get touched one time and put to sleep. That's what I believe. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am, y'all. I absolutely hope I'm wrong. He's not, bro. He's going to get knocked out, bro. And if he doesn't get knocked out, he's going to get punched on. Bro, are you guys not understanding Canelo Alvarez can be on drugs? Are you guys missing this point, bro? Are you missing the point that Canelo Alvarez can be on drugs? Bud versus Canelo is the best versus the best of their era. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not the best versus the best of their era. No, it's not. Because Canelo is above Terrence Crawford's era. Canelo was in Floyd Mayweather's era. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Canelo and Terrence Crawford's eras are different. Canelo Alvarez is in Floyd Mayweather's era. Prada, salute to my brother Prada. Thank you so much, Prada. Back in the super chat. He say, Bud is selling his O for a career high payday. Yes. He's absolutely selling his O for a career high payday. Absolutely. Terrence Crawford becoming undisputed at 154, the toughest division in all of boxing. The toughest division. The toughest. That is the absolute toughest division in the sport of boxing is 154. It is the toughest, and it has been that for years. 154 has had the highest level of competition and the toughest fighters for years. Years. Which is why a bigger fight for Terrence Crawford would have been Jermell Charlo for undisputed. Terrence Crawford becoming undisputed at 154, y'all, is a bigger fight than him fighting Canelo Alvarez. It is a bigger fight. All right, it's a bigger fight. The money is bigger with Canelo Alvarez. It's way bigger. But that's all that fight is a money fight, y'all. That's all it is a money fight. My brother Kamal Oz, thank you so much, Kamal. I appreciate you so much. He's like, Canelo Alvarez is Bane from Batman. Yes. You guys are not understanding that this, and I keep trying to get to this point, but we keep getting off of this. Canelo Alvarez can and will be on drugs. He can and will be on drugs, y'all. He can and will. That's the third time I said this. Let's say it a fourth time. He can and he will be on drugs. The WBC will not tell the world that this man was on drugs because the WBC has found a loophole. All they have to do is raise the limits that are reportable for them. And then they don't have to report it, which is what they did for Canelo Alvarez and clenbuterol. They raised the limits. They didn't tell nobody what they raised the limits to, but they raised the limits, which is why if you look at what they said about Canelo Alvarez, it's literally written in what they said about him. It did not reach the threshold of what we considered illegal. My brother Prada, back in there. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much. He say Bud got a reality check coming against McDoordash. He got a reality check against McDoordash at 54. He did. He absolutely did. He absolutely did. 100%. My OG, salute to you, King. He say Bud can't just simply outbox Canelo. He has to show separation just to possibly get a split decision on the cards. In order to show separation, he got to stand and fight, which will be his detriment. Yes. And that's exactly what happened with Floyd fucking Mayweather. Come on, back in there. Thank you so much, King. He say, let's see Crawford fight Mutz Zaliev and Jermell. Yes. 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 JDM says, does Canelo train in Mexico? Yes. He trains in Mexico. He trains in America. He eats food in Mexico and then blames it on clenbuterol. Bud ain't Charlo or Plant. No, he's not. He don't have their chin. Terrence Crawford does not have Jermell Charlo or Caleb Plant's chin. Doesn't have their bone density either. That's why he got damn near knocked out by Gamboa. That's the reason why he got dropped by Green Beans. Yeah, that's all the reason of all these things. Canelo don't move like them. Fine, man. Listen, bro. You guys make all these excuses, man. Go ahead. Make all these things. I do not, y'all, want to hear nothing from y'all when Terrence Crawford loses to Canelo Alvarez. I don't want to hear anything. I hope that Terrence Crawford wins. I want him to win. I hope he wins by knockout. Are you guys hearing me? Before y'all say some stupid ass shit, let's say this one more time. I want Terrence Crawford to win. Do you guys hear me? Does everybody hear me? Is everybody listening? Is everybody listening? I want Terrence Crawford to win. Do you guys hear me? Do y'all hear me? Are we all in agreement here that I want him to win? I want him to beat Canelo. I want him to knock Canelo out. That's what I want. Do you guys hear me? Don't act like you don't hear me. Big C, do you hear me, Big C? All you dudes glazing Terrence Crawford, do y'all hear me? Are you hearing what I'm saying to you guys? I want him to win. Big C, are you hearing me, Big C? My unc hears me. Thank you, unc. Big C, do you hear me, Big C? Don't act like you don't hear me, bro. Don't act like y'all niggas acting like y'all don't hear me, bro. Y'all acting like y'all don't hear me. Y'all really acting like y'all don't hear me. Just, okay, yeah, okay, now you got me. I want him to win. I'm telling you that the cards are stacked against him. They're not fighting at a catchweight. This man is moving up multiple weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez at Canelo's weight. Canelo Alvarez is a straight drug cheat. He is going to cheat him. He is going to cheat him, y'all. He is going to be on clenbuterol. He is going to be on drugs. The WBC, VADA is going to test him. They're going to tell the WBC. The WBC is going to say they don't meet our threshold of disclosure. That's all they got to say. That's it. And you will never know he's on drugs. All VADA does, y'all, the only thing VADA does is collect the test. That's it. Okay, you failed a drug test. Hey, WBC, what do you want to do? It's up to the WBC to disclose it. Because why? It's under who sanctions the fights. Who sanctions the fights gets the reports of who failed the drug test. Who sanctioned the fight. They get the report. It's up to them to dictate if they're going to tell the world about what report they got. And if they deem that the amount of drugs, whatever those drugs are, if they deem that they don't meet a threshold, they don't report it. It's up to them. It's up to them and the commission. If they say this does not meet a threshold, then Canelo Alvarez is going to be juiced to the gills. So not only is Terrence Crawford, who has always been clean, he's always been a clean fighter, always. So you have a clean fighter in Terrence Crawford. You have a guy who is who got the disadvantage in size, the disadvantage in weight, the disadvantage in the judges are on Canelo Alvarez's favor. The ring size is going to be Canelo's favor. The crowd is going to be in Canelo's favor. Everything is going to be in Canelo Alvarez's favor. And you guys are in here telling me, forget all of that. Skills pay the bills. But then you don't believe yourself because you're telling me you don't want Bud to fight Benavidez. So skills don't pay the bills when it comes to Benavidez, but skills do pay the bills when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. And this is why I say to you guys are dick riders. Because if Terence Crawford would say he wants to fight Benavidez, you guys would be saying the exact same shit about Canelo to Benavidez. Oh, man, all Benavidez got is height and size. He don't got no skill. He don't got the reach. He only got a half-inch reach, man. He ain't better. His IQ, Terence Crawford better. Terence Crawford going to beat Benavidez. That's why I call y'all dick riders. Because whatever play this man pushes, you push with it. You rock with it. And you justify it. Bro, I am not justifying Devin Haney fighting Deontay Wilder. I'm like, hell no, bro. Bro, I didn't want this man to go across seas to fight no motherfucking George Kambosos because I thought they was going to rob his ass. Ask him. From my mouth to his ears, I said, don't do it, champ. They're going to rob you. Facts. And I told you guys this multiple times, but yet you guys is in here telling me, oh, nah, hell no, man. Hell no. He could, like, Prada back in there. Thank you so much, Prada. Thank you so much, King. Prada says Bud thinks he's going to go in the high guard with southpaw and walk Canelo down and out fight him. That is why I think Bud gets stopped. If he goes into southpaw and tries to walk Canelo Alvarez down, Canelo Alvarez is going to break his arm. He's going to throw nothing but punches to the body. That's going to force this man drop his arms down, and he's going to keep throwing punches to his arm. And his arm is going to be swelled up. His elbow's going to be fucked up, bro. This is not and nobody's going to say nothing about it. That's what greatness made of with all the cards stacked. Okay, homie. Then why can't you just say that, Big C? Why can't you say this is what greatness is made of with all the cards stacked? Why all the glazing? If you can acknowledge that the cards are stacked, why can't you just acknowledge the cards is stacked, bro? This is my problem with you guys. Steven X Salute, he say Bud will be treated like Devin after the Garcia fight. Facts. They're not gonna give this man no credit for fighting a drug cheat. They're gonna shit on this man. They're gonna disrespect this man and degrade this man badly. Crawford is going to outbox Canelo easy. Battle of the footwork. That's crazy because he didn't outbox McDoordash easy, and McDoordash's footwork, he didn't do shit. But you guys just be talking some crazy ass shit like y'all, whatever y'all saying, whatever, man. Rock on, homie. My brother Kamal, thank you, Kamal. Thank you so much, brother. He say I had Laura Trout and Bum Lofkin in the first fight beating Canelo. They were robbed and in his weight class. The Cotto fight was debatable. It was debatable. Very debatable. The judges already have Canelo up 5-0, Ass Floyd and Bivol. Facts. Absolute facts. We all thought Spence would walk Bud down easy. I don't think Bud has shown his best yet. Listen, bro. Rock on, Ansar. Rock on, bro. Rock on, man. Rock on. Rock on. And when he gets knocked out, don't tell me shit. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. Rock on. So in reference to this fight, the fight is not signed. Canelo has agreed to fight Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford has agreed to fight Canelo. They are now working the paperwork and the numbers, but they both have agreed to fight each other. All right, they have agreed. Prada salute. He says, thank you so much, Prada. I appreciate you, King. Means the world to me. He say Bud isn't Usyk because Usyk has a great chin. Yeah, Usyk doesn't have a good body, but he has a great chin. Saeed says, I'm taking Bud. If Canelo wins, he gets full props, but Bud, I still pick it. Bro, listen, Saeed. There is absolutely nothing wrong with picking Terence Crawford to win. Nothing. There is everything wrong with acting like the cards are not stacked against him. There is everything wrong with that. And I don't get what you guys are not understanding. No, I really don't, man. I really don't get what y'all are not getting here. I really don't get this. How many times have I have to tell you, I believe Terence Crawford is a better boxer than Canelo Alvarez and will outbox him 12-0. How many times do I have to say this? How many times? We not worried. No, you was a dick rider, which is why you're not worried. Because you are a dick rider. You niggas running with this scenario that just because he beat Errol Spence, he's going to beat Canelo Alvarez. Cool. If you're not worried, then why don't you want him to fight David Benavidez? Please, someone answer this question. If you're not worried, then why don't you want the man to fight David Benavidez? When David Benavidez said, don't jump the line, fight, go through me to get Canelo. When David Benavidez said that, why weren't you guys telling Crawford to fight Benavidez? Why? My brother Prada, back in the Cash App. Thank you so much, brother. He say, Bud still on the Errol Spence performance high. Yes, and so is his fans. So is his fans. Canelo is the guy at 68. The excuses for you guys to duck David Benavidez is diabolical. The excuses that you guys make is diabolical. We jumped the line so Benavidez not controlling nothing. Hey, 503, these are the same goofy ass niggas who were in here yesterday, Five, talking about Errol Spence jumped the line. How come Errol Spence jumped the line and fighting Fundora? How come Errol Spence jumped the line, man? See, you got no accountability for Errol Spence jumping the line. These were the same dick-riding, goofy-ass dudes yesterday who were telling me, oh, how come you don't have the same accountability? How come you don't say the same thing? How come you ain't saying this and saying that about Errol Spence who jumped the line? Errol Spence jumped the line. These are the same dudes, y'all. The same dudes. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all are pathetic, bro. You're pathetic. David Benavidez said, Damien, salute to my homie Damien. David Benavidez said he will go back down to 68 to fight Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez said this recently, that he will go back down to 68 to fight Canelo Alvarez. He said he is campaigning at 75. That's his campaign. But he will go down there to fight Canelo Alvarez. The excuses that you guys make is diabolical. So it's okay for Terrence Crawford to jump the line to fight Canelo. But it's not okay for Errol Spence to jump the line to fight Fundora. Because like my brother Prada said, you guys are living off of Terrence Crawford's Errol Spence performance, that high. You have not come down from that high. The problem with this situation is, y'all, and I'm about to wrap this up. The problem with this situation is that high that you're talking about has an opposite. That opposite is a low. And that low will happen when Canelo Alvarez knocks Terrence Crawford completely out. You guys will be extremely low. And it's not what I want. It's not what I'm asking for. I hope it doesn't happen. But the cards are stacked against him, all of them. In a 52-card deck, Canelo picked every last one of them up except for 52. He picked up 51 cards in a 52-card deck. The only card that Terrence Crawford has to play is a knockout victory. And if he doesn't get the knockout, he is going to lose. But I hope he wins. But make sure y'all around when I do this post fight. God willing, inshallah, if I'm here and things are what they should be. But anyways, y'all, I'm out of here, man. BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Salute, peace and blessings. And thank everybody so much that supported me. I appreciate you guys that supported me in the Cash App, man. The Super Chat. You guys don't understand where I'm at in life right now, man. And what you guys have done for me with a Cash App and Super Chat means the world to me. It means the world. Thank you so much, man. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, God willing, man. Inshallah. Peace and blessings.